having a cold and I'm in my noisy chair again and I'm a bit... You should feel sorry for me today. So yeah, that's what, yeah, no, I'm cold. Yeah, whatever. So today is Sunday, and I cannot see the date right there, the 4th of December. And I am Maja, and you can find me as sjomajlin on Instagram and Ravelry. I will try to keep coughing and sniveling and sneezing to a minimum. And I'm coming to you from Jönköping, Sweden, where it was snow yesterday and green today. Or green, but the grass is... Anyway, whoa. I'm doing good, except for this thing that is in my face and throat right now. But December is the most wonderful time of the year, as well as the most hectic and stressful time of the year, and I have so much stuff coming up and going on, so I really don't have time to have a cold right now. I do not have time at all. Yesterday I spent pretty much the whole day with my family. We were making gingerbread cookies and playing with the nephews and having a good time. So I did not have time to record yesterday, so here I am on a Sunday. Excuse me. Again, I'm really doing, I'm okay, you know, I'm just... Okay, so knitting, shall we? Oh, I think there was something I wanted to tell you, by the way. What could that have been? Nah, I don't know. Knitting, shall we? I did finish a Mobius cowl, so we are having like a Christmas fair market thing in church next weekend, or on Saturday, the 10th. Is it the 10th on Saturday? It is. And Mom had knitted a Mobius cowl, like a pretty small one, not a huge, but like a... And then she had tried to adjust the cast on, it's not the edge, because it is in the middle when you do a Mobius, the way where you cast on and then you pick up the stitches and then you knit it from the middle and out. Do you know what I mean? So she had tried to adjust the cast on because it was a bit too airy, and it didn't really work. So it was completely messed up. And so she asked me, like, what do I do? And I said, well, we looked at it and I tried to... Anyway, and then I thought about all the times when I was little and I... Excuse me. I was trying to make something and I messed up, and Mom said, you know what, I'll fix it for you. So this time I said, you know what, I'll re-knit this for you. So I ripped it all out and I re-knit it, right? I snapped a picture. It looks like that. I knit it in moss stitch so that it wouldn't roll. Let's see. Yeah, you can sort of get an idea of the size of it. Anyway, so I did knit that. I handed it over to Mom yesterday, so I don't have it to show. I am currently working on a square, crocheted square. Whoa, this chair is... Anyway, I'm making a bunch of these as coasters. I'm making 16 in total. So I did not make all of these this week, but I finished half, so 8 of them. So these are 4 with little excuse my chair, tassels or fringe in different colors. So 4 of them are already gift wrapped. These will be gift wrapped as well. And then I have, I believe this is the, what does that make then? The 12th? Seriously, just sit still. So this will be the 12th, and then I have one more set of 4 to crochet, and this needs one more row around, and then I'll make the little tassel edges on these as well. So I just wanted to show you that that is what I want them to look like in or what they, yeah, anyway. So these will, again, coasters. I think that's pretty sweet. And yes, I know I said onto knitting. What I meant was onto fibery craft. Yes, I did also knit a little snuggly toy thing, whatever. You can see there's a little face. It kind of looks like a ghost. For one of the babies that is coming. I'm not pregnant. But I'm knitting for friends. So I knitted one more of those. I had knitted this last week. So they are sort of companions. Yes. And I also finished the, excuse me, I should not be drinking carbonated drinks, beverages when I'm talking to you. I also finished the cowl, the halom. I'll show you the pattern once more. It's called Halom. It's by sjomajlin. It's free on Ravelry, and I quite like it. Yes, that's what. So I did write in this pattern that, because you can totally knit this with any weight yarn and with any gauge, just as long as it's something that you think looks good, and you can make it as big or as small as you want to. The yarn used in the sample runs at 92 meters per 50 gram. No, 92 meters per 50. Yes, it says meters, it should be grams. And the finished cowl weighs in at 80 grams, and that's 150 meters. So that's what it says right here for this sample. So I just wanted to mention that with this cowl you can see sort of the size of it, and there it is. Woo, smaller in the back, but it's still, like, there is still, you know, some, what do you say, like some fabric in the back. It's not just like a necklace clasp thing. It's still, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I held the yarn tripled all the way through, and this is the lace pattern right there. The yarn was, or is, from Gothard Creations in the colorway Woodland, and it is a 100% superwash BFL, 100 meters, no, 400 meters, 100 grams. So, chair, I held the yarn triple, and this is how much I had left over. So I haven't weighed it, but this is like a, you know, compared to the minis people are swapping, just by the look of it, I should say that this is probably less than 5 grams. So this is almost 100 grams and almost 400 meters. And that is, again, holding the yarn tripled. So it's a pretty dense fabric. You could totally knit this single-stranded sock weights or fingering as well. I'll try to I'll try to sit still on this chair. Yeah, so I've blocked this, excuse me, I've blocked this, and I will weave in the ends as well, and this will be a Christmas gift. So, those are the finished objects. I also did sew a skirt yesterday. I was thinking I would, excuse me, model it for you, but no. So we are having some Christmas concerts with my choir coming up, and we are looking at, so I don't know if I told you, I was voted or elected, what do you say, onto the, what's it called, the board of the choir? Because it is a, words. I don't know what it's called. Let's see if I can ask Google Translate very quickly, because it's gonna bug me that I don't remember what the word is. Translate. Anyway, I was voted on, so I have some insight, I guess, that I didn't have before, since, oh, there are no secrets, you know. Association, I guess, might be the word, with, let's just, since I'm still, since I'm here, I'm on the board of the association. Which sounds kind of fancy, but it is, you know, just the choir. It's not a big thing or anything. Anyway, so I am currently being in contact with someone who might give us money for getting new choir clothes. So we are sewing, they're not ball gowns by any means, but like sort of fancy dresses for the ladies, and then we'll get fancier ties in the same, like neckties, in the same colorway for the men, and they'll be wearing like white shirts and black suit pants for concerts, but the dresses aren't done. So for the time being we are sort of just dressing in black, and I just found a thread that I need to cut. And we want to have, you know, a little bit nicer looking clothes, you know what I'm saying? So, and on a sort of related note that I don't want to dwell on, I've never been this large before. This is the largest my body has ever been. So the clothes in my closet are not all that comfortable to wear, and I want to be able to wear something comfortable for singing and also look good, and yeah, whatever. So I made a new skirt to be able to wear for concerts. So I did not bring it. I was thinking I would. So this is the Madeline skirt from Victory Patterns. If you go to, I've talked about that before. Let's see if I have it here to look at. I do not. Anyway, if you go to Victory Patterns, I'm not sure, let's see if I can find it since I'm on the computer. Anyway, victorypatterns.com. They've got a bunch of sewing patterns that you can download. You'll pay online and then you download and print them. And they've got a skirt that is called Madeline, which is a sort of a sailor-ish, I guess, skirt. I should have had the picture, but I don't have it. With suspenders. I chose to make this without the suspenders. But you can see it's not a full circle skirt, but it is like, it's really, really big in the circumference for the bottom. And it's kind of hard to see on the black. It's really hard to see on the black, but you can see here. It's got really big pockets in the front. So two pockets. pockets is in the front, and they are really, really deep. And it is kind of a tall, long skirt. It goes down below the knees. And I didn't really follow the directions for the back because I thought I knew better, but there is a zipper. It's not completely invisible, whatever that is called in English, but it is sort of, because I couldn't find the zipper, what's it called, foot for my sewing machine, so I made it as, I think it's completely good enough. And it's in the back, so, you know. So I finished the skirt. I will probably post pictures of me wearing this to Instagram if you are interested. The pattern itself is, I can totally recommend it. It's very easy to follow. Again, I didn't completely follow the directions because, like for the lining and for the zipper, because of personal preference, and I also did not use or make the suspenders. It gives you, so it's supposed to be like a high-waisted skirt, or it's supposed to be, it is a high-waisted skirt, and then we have suspenders making a cross in the back and then coming down in the front. But you can skip that if you want to. So those are what I've finished. Let me just check in on my timer. So I pretty much have 2 projects that I'm working on, except for the crocheted squares. One is the still light tunic that I'm working on. I haven't done much on it. I had finished the first sleeve last week. I am working on the second sleeve. It's coming pretty slowly because I am prioritizing gift knitting for the holidays, including, I guess, in a way, the cowl that I knit for Mom. So it's not for Mom, but it's for Mom. It's gonna be at the Christmas fair for sale there in church. And the other stuff that I am working on are going to be Christmas gifts or holiday gifts, so it's more important to get those done. And preferably not just have it left to the last minute, you know. I'd rather have it done with a few hours to spare. So I'm still working on the still light tunic, but it's not moving very, very quickly. The second one that I'm working on is sweaters. I'm making sweaters for my nephews, I hope. I am sort of just, so I'm just making top-down raglan, and I'm sort of improvising the size, which might possibly come back to just totally bite me. So we'll see. So this one is, I left the stitches for the sleeves, whoa, too much snot in my brain, on some cotton for later, and I'll be working down, some way down on the bottom. You can see the front. I just started knitting in stockinette, so the neck edge will roll, and I think that's a pretty cute look. You can see the yarn is striping in a little bit of different colors. I am knitting this on, what is that though? I think it's 4.5 mil needles. Let's see. 4 mil needles. My interchangeable Knit Pro. What are they? Symphony woods? Something like that. Excuse me, chair. Out of that did not have a ball band. This has a ball band. Raggi from Järbo. So these are the big skeins with 150 grams in them. So you can see that this is the colorway, and the second one is going to be in this colorway. So this is the same but different. Yeah. So 150 grams makes for 225 meters. And yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for. So yeah, it's a larger gauge project, so it's working up pretty fast, and hopefully it will be, it looks totally tiny just like this, but yeah, hopefully it'll be good enough. I'm a little bit scared, but it might work. It might work out. So yeah, I'm working on, so this is the first sweater out of 2. So the other one will be in the other yarn with more orangey tones as well. So this works out pretty fast. I don't know what I was trying to say. Again, the cold has gone to my brain, y'all. So that is pretty much what I'm working at. I did work a few rows on this, just completely brainless and portable compared to the Still Light Tunic and not secret project. This is going to be just like a stole or a long scarf or shawl thing for me, which is like, I don't have a time frame for it at all. I needed something to bring home to my parents yesterday for our baking date, and I didn't want to bring the sweater because my nephews were gonna be there, so I brought that. So that was like my therapy knitting, therapeutic knitting, I don't know. And my Tunisian crochet is still in the kitchen. I won't go get it right now. It's coming along super slowly, again because I'm not making that a priority right now, because I want to finish the gifts for the holiday first. I always try to make a lot of handmade gifts because I want to, and because I think that is very special. Okay, I do want to tell you that, as I mentioned, it's the most wonderful time of the year and also the most stressful and hectic. So I have a lot of good stuff, but time-intensive stuff coming up. So I think that I will not be able to record next week. If I find time, I will record, but I don't think that I will. And I don't want to, as it is right now, I will totally be able to find time to record in 2 weeks' time, but I'm not gonna make any promises for that either, because so I might be a little bit out of this format for a few weeks, or for some time now, and that's because, again, it's good stuff coming up, you know, both with work, a lot of Christmas singing, and also with the choir and like personal Christmas celebrating stuff. But it is hectic, and there is a lot of engagement being crammed into a finite amount of time. Is that the word? I think it might be. So yeah, that means I might have to put you guys a little bit on hold, and I think you'll understand that. And I'm definitely coming back, and I'm so tired. I'm sure there was something else, but no, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'll just cut it a few minutes short today, because if I go into something new, I'll just be caught up and won't be able to stop myself. So, probably won't see you next week, but if you do subscribe, I will appear in your feed when I do post. Anyway, thank you for all your nice comments and feedback and likes, both here on YouTube and on Instagram. And again, I'm sjomajlin on Instagram and Ravelry, and if you want to message me there, I check Ravelry quite often, at least, so I will get back to you if you... Anyway, please do take care of yourselves. Remember to not overdo the Christmas thing, or the holiday thing I should say, because I know not all people celebrate Christmas, and I do not mean to be uninclusive. You know, it's so important to take care of yourself and not overdo it. It's easier said than done though, so let's try to remember that together, right? So please do take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves and to one another. And I will talk to you next time. However, that might not be next week, or it will most likely not be next week. But it will be next time. Okay. Bye.